Yeah, Vedas have lakhs and lakhs of verses, but actually, considering all of our limitations, that we don't have that much time to go through all of this, and we don't have that much proper brain substance also to have the Sanskrit grammar and everything. So basically, it just cannot be possible to completely go through the Vedas. So finally, Prabhuji has brought a point that even if you see the availability of it, it's only 6% of the Vedas is available. So we cannot go through the entire Vedas. So that is why we have to seek the essence of the Vedas if we have to tap the potential of the Vedas. So the essence of Vedas is, Prabhuji is told, Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam is considered to be the essence of the Vedas, and that is very true. There are so many verses that tells about, in the Gita Upanishad there is a shloka that tells, Sarvopanishado gavo dogdha pala Ardho Vatsa Sudhirbhokta Dugdham Gita Amritam Mahat means Sarvopanishado Gava. If you take all the Upanishads to be like a cow, Dogdha Gopala Nandana, the milking man is the Krishna, Supreme Personality of God. And Pardho Vatsa Sudhirbhokta. The Vatsa means the cow. Who is drinking the milk from the cow? That is Arjuna. Arjuna is the first recipient of the Bhagavad Gita. And Dugdham Gita Amritam Mahat means the essence of cow is the milk. Similarly, the essence of the Vedas is the Bhagavad Gita. Dugdham Gita Amritam Mahat means the Bhagavad Gita is the essence of the Vedas. So that way, if we can just go through the Bhagavad Gita, we can get the entire essence of the Vedas, and then we can implement our life. And even Shankaracharya was telling that, right? Ekam Shastram Devaki Putrakitam Eko Devo Devaki Putran Devaki Nandanoya Eko Mantra Tasya Namani Yani Karmapi Ekam Tasya Devasya. Because many times in this world people are very confused about which scripture to follow, which not to follow. So to clarify that point, Shankaracharya is coming with this approach. Ekam Shastram Devaki Putra. Let there be one scripture for the entire world. That is Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Ekam Shastram Devaki Putrakitam Eko Devo Devaki. Let there be one God.
So you need to come closer to the mic. Sorry, you have to come closer to the mic. Some of the people are not able to hear.
Yes. Prabhu, is it okay, Prabhu, now?
Yeah, it is better now. So better, you can increase the voice.
Yes. So I'll increase the voice and keep the mic near to me.
Yeah. Sudhakar, Santoshi are able to hear now. Hope it's okay now.
Yeah. Okay. So should Sudhakar, I continue, Prabhu?
You are okay now? Yeah. Thank you, bro. Go ahead.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. So now,
is everyone able to see the presentation? Madhumati Mataji is still not so good. You need to speak little louder. Sorry.
Okay, sure, Prabhu. I can speak little louder. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we could able to see the presentation. Yeah.
Okay. So Shankaracharya was telling that let there be one scripture, that is Bhagavad Gita. Let there be one God, that is Supreme Personal Lord Sri Krishna. And Eko Mantra Tasya Naman. Let there be one mantra, that is the chanting of the holy names of Lord. That is the one mantra that is sufficient. And Karma Apyekam Tasya Devasya Seva. Let there be one activity in the world, that is the service to the Lord. And how many of you have heard about Bhaja Govindam? You can raise your hand and you can write in the chat, or you can speak. How many of you have heard about Bhaja Govindam? Yeah. So it's very famous, shlokas, Bhaja Govindam, the recitation that was composed by Shankaracharya. In that, there is one nice shloka which tells about the glorification of Bhagavad Gita. That is, Bhagavad Gita Kinchita Dhita Ganga Jalalava Kanika Pita Sakrida Piyena Murari Samarcha Kriyate Yena Yamena Na Charcha. Actually here, Bhagavad Gita Kinchita Dhita. If somebody, what the fourth line tells, Kriyate Yena Yamena Na Charcha. Na Charcha. There is no discussion with the Yamadutas at the end of one's life. If somebody has followed the above three things, what are the three things? Bhagavad Gita Kinchita Dhita. If somebody reads Bhagavad Gita every day, even a little bit, or Ganga Jalam Kanika Pita, if somebody drinks Ganga water every day, sometime, Kinchit, and Sakradapiyena Murari Samarthi, if somebody could worship Lord Krishna even once, then it is guaranteed that at the end of the life they don't get Yamudutta. You know, that means, so why I am telling all this is that Prabhuji has brought out is the Bhagavad Gita is the essence of the Veda. That was hundreds of verses. I have just given a glimpse of those verses. So we should have the complete faith that, you know, if only if we could understand Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam, that is the perfect, for all of our problems. And then coming back to our session, today's session is, you know, very relevant at our point of time for all of us at any point of time also. Material problems and spiritual solutions. Let me just walk you through the different contents of. So we'll be going to discussing how humans are superior to animals and what are the real problems of life and some of the commonly seen problems in the world.
So you are sharing PPT, bro?
Yes, bro. I am sharing PPT. Yes,
I can't see.
Okay. Oh, let me.
I have to select that item to share. All the items.
Oh.
Yeah, now you can see, bro. Yes. Thank you.
So these are the discussion topics for our session today. How humans are superior, what are the real problems of life, and what are the commonly seen problems, what are the root cause of those problems, and are there any spiritual solutions for these problems that are offered by Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam. And we'll have a discussion and a question and answer session at the end of the life. So now I would like to ask all of you one question. How humans are superior to animals? Do you feel that humans are superior to animals? If so, why? Can somebody write it in the chat or open their unmute and then speak about that little bit? How humans are better than animals? Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Am I audible?
Yeah.
Okay. So Neelbhadra ma'am has told humans have large brain and can think more, learn. Right. Okay. We God name.
Is everyone able to see the presentation as well?
Yes, we can see presentation.
Okay. Right. Yeah. So somebody was telling that humans can think and then humans can learn. But I would say that even the animals can also think. We can worship God as human. Okay. Amrit Kartik has talked. Okay. So somebody was telling that humans can think, but I can say even animals also can think. If you see the cat, if the cat wants to take the milk, how it comes inside the house? It comes with very low profile, in the sense not much disturbing. Why? Because it can think that if I make a sound, the humans can understand and they can stay me away, like that, right? Like that. If a god is there, like that, there are many animals which can think. Like if you can see the spider, how it can make the web so artistically. Do you think that without the brain and thinking, is that possible? No, it's not possible. So animals also can think, and they also have a brain, and they also have emotions. Yes. And at one point, yes, Lata ma'am was telling, Lata Shrikant was telling, doctor, that we can chant God names. Yes, that is one very nice thing that only humans can do, right? Yes. So yeah. So now coming back to the point. In fact, there is a shloka in the Hitopadesh that tells that, you can see it on the screen. Ahara nidra bhayamaitunam cha samanyameta pasubhi naranam dharmo hitesho vadhiko vipesha dharmena hina pasubhir sama. It is a very simple Sanskrit. The meaning of this is like this. Ahara means eating, nidra means sleeping, bhaya means defending, maithuna means reproduction of children, mating, sex life. These four things these four. Can everybody go on mute, please? Some noises come. Yeah. So the four things: eating, sleeping,
or
mating,
you can choose the mode, presentation mode. It will automatically put others into mute. If you want to mode, there will be a mode. Presentation mode.
I'm already on the presenter mode. So,
click on attend. Click on attend, so you will get that options.
Okay. Active speakers.
No.
Yeah. So what should I change over here?
Let me try. Okay, you carry on. I'll let me try.
Yeah, right. So the shloka tells that the eating, sleeping, mating, and defending, these four are common between humans and animals. Then what is that one thing that is making? In fact, these four things: eating, sleeping, mating, and defending, animals are better than humans, I can say. Why? Because if you take the polar bear, it can sleep for 6 months at a stretch, but humans cannot sleep that much. If you take an elephant, it can eat 600 kgs per day, but humans cannot eat that much. So eating, sleeping, mating, and mating, the mosquitoes can reproduce in millions basically, and the defending, the tigers and lions, it is in these four activities, animals are better than humans. Then how humans are better than animals? The third line tells that dharmo hitesho adhika viktesha, means dharma. Dharma is the one that actually distinguishes humans from animals, which makes humans superior. What is dharma? Dharma means to inquire about higher truths. What is that? Who am I? Who is God? Is there any person who is the ultimate controlling authority, that is God, exists? And is there any relationship between myself and God? Why are these so many problems in the world? Why am I suffering? I don't want to become old, but I am becoming old. I don't want to die. I am dying. So, as if somebody is forcibly making me die. I don't want to die. Why these are all happening to my? If somebody can think of these terms, then he is considered to be a human. Otherwise, he is not a human at all. The Shastra tells, Dharmen hina pashabir sama. If somebody is not asking these questions, somebody is not inquiring, and they are simply going on with their life, with the eating, sleeping, mating, and defending, then they are equal to animals, pashabir saman. So it is a very important question to ask. Why am I suffering in this world? That is a very important. So having this in context, let's go to the another slide. Let's move to the another slide. Now, again, one more question I want to ask. What are the real problems of life? Do you feel that we have the problems in this world? If so, what kind of problems, and what do you think is a real problem? So you can actually put it in the chat, or okay. So somebody is typing? No? Okay. Okay. My question is, what are the real problems of life? Okay. Okay, then I'll proceed. Yeah. Sorry.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yeah, Hare Krishna. Who is this, Prabhu? Abhishek.
Abhishek, yes, birth, death, old age disease, the main problems of life, Prabhu.
Oh, that is wonderful, Prabhu. That is wonderful. Yes. So anybody else wants to share? Okay. Okay, then I'll proceed then. Okay, now And see, the problems, our world is filled with problems. We have abundant problems are there. But Shastras tell what are the real problems of life. And now I want to tell you one definition of the real problem. What is considered to be a real problem? The definition is, it is common to all, nobody wants it, and nobody can avoid it. You understand, right? This should be common to all, right from a beggar to the richest person in the world. And nobody wants it, and nobody can avoid it. And if that is any problem, satisfies this criteria, that is considered to be real problem. Now, can somebody tell what is the real problem? As like Abhishek Pro has already told the answer itself, basically. Birth, death, old age, and disease. Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadhi. These four things are the real problems of life. That is why in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna tells, Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadhi, Dukkha, Doshanu, Darshanam. If somebody considers these things as the real problem, then he is considered to be an intelligent person. Dukkha, Dosha, Anudarshanam. Actually, why? Because birth, we all know the birth. Birth is how painful it is. Just imagine. Yeah, Hare Krishna. Yeah, am I audible, Prabhu?
Yes, bro.
Yes. Okay. So birth, we all know birth, how it is problematic. Just imagine, if I tie you in a sack, if I put you in a sack and then tie it up for at least say from half an hour, 1 hour, how much problem it is for you. The baby actually lies in the mother's womb for 9 months. It's like a sack only, basically, and that sack is filled with all the worms and germs, and so it's a very horrible condition of life. Birth is why? Because if you just think, if I give you 10 lakh rupees and give me just one finger, will you be able to give? No. People are not at all ready to give in one finger. At the time of death, the whole body somebody has to give it up. So death is obviously a problem. And the old age is also a very much problem, because our senses are not under our control. So again, one more sloka I just remember that Angam galitam palitam mundam dashana vihinam jatam sundam vruddho yati gruhitva dandam tadapina munchati asha pindam. Fantastic. Yeah. Okay. So Shankaracharya, he was telling that the limbs of the body, they all will become wrinkles. Angam galitam palitam mundam. The hair, which is very thick black hair, that will become white and then bald. Galitam palitam mundam dashana vihinam jatam sundam. All the teeth which are like a very shining teeth, they all will go one by one. Vruddho yati gruhitva dandam. In the old age, somebody gets a danda, to walk. But what happens is, tadapina munchati asha pinda. But still the desires in the heart they cannot be quenched out. In the sense, the desires are like burning desires, but the senses are not at all having the strength to enjoy the desire. It is a very problematic. You want to eat gulab jamun, but you cannot eat. Why? Because there is a sugar. There is a, the oldest problem is that. That is one thing. And then disease. Disease is, it also needs no explanation. Disease is also a problem. And people may say that, we can cure one disease. But the problem is, we cannot.
ஸ்டோரி தான் ஒர்க் பண்ணலாம். என்ன பண்ணலாம்னா,
ஹரே கிருஷ்ணா,
முடிஞ்சிருச்சு. அதான் சொல்றேன், நாளைக்கு டெமோ காட்டினா
one more
பேட்ச் பண்ண அவனை.
Yeah. Yeah. So Shastras says these four are the real problems of.
ஏதோ டிபார்ட்மெண்ட் ஏதோ கேட்டுதானே பாலா? நைட் பண்றியா?
Background noise too much disturbing.
Hey,
Hare Krishna,
Prabhu,
please
can
go
you
on mute
come on
everyone. Yeah. So now, okay. So there is one nice story. There was one person who has got the boils on his left hand. So he went to a doctor, and the doctor told that he has seen the boils, and then he has given one injection, and within a few days the boils on the left hand is over. Now, after a few days, the boils came on the right hand. It came on the right hand, and he went to the same doctor again, and the doctor gave him the same injection, and it also got subsided in few days. Like that, it keeps coming in one after the other in different parts of the body. And then finally he thought, okay, let me go to another doctor and check what is the real problem. So he goes to some Ayurvedic doctor where, so the doctor, after analyzing that, he wanted blood checkup. So he has done the blood checkup, and then Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, not clearly audible, Prabhuji.
Yeah. So, Prabhu, is it audible now? Now is it okay? Okay. Now is it audible, Prabhu?
Prabhuji, please tell every members to mute, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Is there any option to mute all the people, Prabhuji? And admin can mute all.
Okay.
Prabhu, you can just try, Prabhu. Go 10 days, there will be a mode. You have to select the presentation mode. That will mute others, only you can speak.
Okay, where Prabhu? This is.
Don't you open that, Prabhu? I think you will get that option when you go on to the attendee.
I can see if I do mute lecture mode, then he himself muted. Prabhu, Sankarshanita Prabhu, can you speak now? See, it's muting everyone.
Yeah. So Hare Krishna, is it audible now?
Yeah.
Hare Krishna.
You need to come
very
close
low
to the
volume.
mic, please.
Yeah, okay, very low volume. Okay. Hare Krishna, is it okay now? Now, how is it, Prabhu?
Yeah.
Actually, people are speaking continuously, so it's very, noise is there, background noise.
Now you can click on each of those names and then mute them, right click the names. And
Okay.
That's the only option we have got.
Okay, let me do that.
Gaurchandra Gopinath, maybe you can do that, Prabhuji, muting the people. The option is not coming for Sankarshanita, Prabhuji.
Yeah,
I'll do that. Yeah.
Prabhu, is it audible, Prabhu? Suresh Prabhu? Am I audible now?
You are audible, Prabhu, but a lot of background, lot of other
background.
people understand.
Right, yeah.
Can I request all the participants to go on mute, please?
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Yeah, Hare Krishna. Yeah, now it's clear, Prabhu,
better.
I think. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I was telling that story that one person keeps getting the boils all over his body again and again. So he goes back to the doctor, another doctor, and the doctor had a blood report, and he suggested that there is an impurity in the blood. That is the root cause, which is giving the boils occur again and again, recur. So he purified the blood, and that is not coming up again. So why I am telling, because we can cure the disease, but the another diseases are being coming out here and there, now and then. So there should be some root cause for all this, why they are coming again and again. Okay, so that is why we should think the root cause of the problem. Now we have seen in this screen some of the commonly seen problems. I was telling that birth, old age, disease and death, those are the problems that don't have any material solutions. They have the spiritual solution. They should have the spiritual solutions. And then in this session, we are going to discuss some of the commonly seen problems which have a spiritual solutions from the Bhagavad Gita, and how we can analyze the root cause for all these problems. Okay, so let's go one by one and then see political problems, social cultural problems, psychological problems, ecological problems, economic problems, medical and religious problems. So let's go one by one. Political problems. Let's take corruption. It's just one of the tip of the iceberg. There are so many are there. Corruption is one such, which is very prominent in the politics. So let me ask you one question. What is corruption? Corruption means what? Corruption means
Prabhuji, getting more than the work.
yeah, right. Yeah, so that's very. Who is it? Abhishek Prabhu. See, if somebody he has taken to build some contractor has taken 200 crore rupees for building a bridge, and then he is using only 60 crores and remaining 140 crores he is putting in his pocket. It is a bribe. It is corruption basically, right? Like that. So basically, using one's powers to accumulate more and give out less. That is the corruption. So now basically under the table dealings, basically to get the more money. Like that you see in the photo, in the picture, like. Now, what is the gravity of this problem? Okay, somebody is doing corruption in some part of the country. How it is going to affect? What is the gravity of this problem? So some of the statistics were, telling that many of the Indians have their black money put it in the Swiss banks. There are accounted for lakhs of crores. And there is a one report that is told that if only that all the Indian black money is got back, what India can do. India's poverty can be completely wiped out, and there are so many healthcare centers, each 3 per village. Now that is a good number basically, and we can build so many things, so many houses, power plants, 2-lane highways. It is just the Indian black money. Why? Because uh, we cannot just take it away that somebody is doing corruption there and then we can keep mum. It is definitely inevitably is going to affect all of us. So now we'll try to analyze what is the root cause for this political problem. Let me just go to that. Now, can somebody tell what is the root cause for this corruption?
Greed, Prabhuji.
Yes, correct. Can somebody else also speak? Maybe Dr. Lata Srikant ma'am or somebody else also. What do you think? What is the root cause for the corruption?
Same greed, Prabhuji.
Yes, correct. Great. Yeah. So basically, corruption means they want more and more. Basically, their thinking is matter is all that matters. Means if I have more and more and more things to me, I will be happy. That is what is actually the root cause. See, yeah. So this is how. If I have more money, if I have more things with me, then I'll be happy like that. This greed is very, a very dangerous thing. Krishna has told in Bhagavad Gita many places. We'll discuss. But there is one nice story I was hearing. So, Prabhu, it's 5:05. How long we can go, Prabhu? Can we go till 5:30 or 5:40? Is that okay, Prabhu? Gaushan Gopinath, Prabhu. Uh, because yeah, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Okay. Okay, let me just continue. Meanwhile, Prabhuji comes join. Yeah. So there is one person. He is a very hardcore businessman. All the life he is actually doing only one thing: money, 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 minting money, minting money. All he is a hardcore businessman basically. So uh, so he is already 65 years old and set up the big business. And he has got his grown-up son. Who is a 25-year-old mature son is there. So one day the son thought, my father is he has set up a big business, that's fine, but actually he don't have any detachment only in the life. He's already 65. He don't have any feelings of devotion, any kind of detachment or renunciation. But I can take care of the business, but he can really get into the devotional things, devotional. So he was just thinking, and he called one sadhu to the home, and then that he called sadhu and then told that if only please take my father to somewhere, and just instigate the devotional feeling, just inspire the devotional feeling, that feelings of detachment. So that sadhu took up the task, and then he has taken that that businessman, the father, to so many holy places in India, so many places. And after 6 months of the tour, he finally comes back home and then told the son, the sadhu told the son, I just give up this task only because your father is such a hardcore person. He is not at all changing only. Whatever, wherever I take him. So I just give up this task only, my dear son, like that he told. So the son was feeling quite helpless, and then the son was asking, please, last one chance, one particular last chance. You please try one last time, and if that is not working out, you please give up, no problem, like that. So the sadhu thought, okay, let me take him to the Varanasi, Kashi, one final last time. And then he took him there, and there is one ghats were there where so many people they'll bring the dead bodies and then they'll burn it on the fire. So they sat there, the sadhu and the father, and all the people are burning the dead bodies there. So they have sit for 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, and then suddenly this father, he has tears in his eyes. Tears are coming like flood. So many tears and the sadhu finally thought, Abba, something is happening to this man after 6 months of long endeavor. So something is, so the sadhu came very quietly to this father and then asked, sir, what is happening? Why you are crying? That at that time the father was he became calm, and then he has replied to the sadhu that see, throughout my life I have done the business of these cloths, but now I have realized that there is so much of demand for the wood here. So many people every day burning the wood. If only I have done the business of the wood, I would have become even more millionaire. So just by hearing this, the thought, that sadhu fainted there only. Why I'm telling this? Because the mentality of the greed, wanting more and more and more and more, it is just insatiable. It is not just it's very difficult to overcome, and that is the reason for the greed. In the 16th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna tells, Chintam aparimeyam cha pralayantam upashitaha kamopabhoga parama etavaditi nischitaha ashapasha shatair baddhai kama krodha parayana ihante kama bhogardam anya enartha sanchaya. Means these people, kamopabhoga parama, they think that enjoying my senses is my ultimate duty. Sense gratification. For them, what happens is chintam, the fear or anxieties are aparimeyam. Aparimeyam means unlimited. Krishna tells those people have anxieties and fear unlimitedly in their life. Till what time? Till pralayantam, means till the very fag end of their life. they'll be suffering with the anxieties and fear. Why? Because their ultimate goal is to enjoy the senses. That is why. And because of asha pasha satair baddhai means hundreds and thousands of the desires, they are bound, they are tightly bound by the hundreds and thousands of desires. It is like a big asha, the desire, the pasha of the asha, the desires. Because of that, kama, krodha, paran, these people are always lusty and angry, these people. And what happens is, ihante kama bhogardo. In order to satisfy their unlimited number of desires, anyaya enardha sanchayan, they try to grab and accumulate and accrue things more and more by illegal means. Anyaya enardha sanchayan. This is the root cause of this corruption. Because people think that the more I have, the more I'll be happy. But the result is quite opposite. The more you have, the more you need to maintain, the more is the anxiety. That is what Krishna is telling in Bhagavad Gita. Now, let me just go through this. The corruption. What is the root cause for corruption? Greed. Why the greed is there? Because there is a material outlook. The matter is all that matters. So that is what. Material outlook means what? Material outlook means I am the matter, like I am the body, and if I have more things, aham mameti, I am the body, and all the things that I survey are mine. Aham mameti, material outlook. But this is a dangerous thing that one can actually get into. Why? Because see, the Prabhupada has given a wonderful analogy. If you can just think one simple analogy, just keep it in your heart for eternity. This one analogy is so powerful. He was telling the car and the petrol, car and the driver example. There is a car and the car needs a petrol, and inside the car there is a driver and driver needs the food. If you give the petrol to the driver, he will die, right? And if you give the food to the car engine, it will not move, right? So we need to understand this very differently. Similarly, all of us are the spiritual souls, atma, sat, chit, ananda. We are eternal, we are full of knowledge, we are full of bliss. Constitutionally, we are the spirit soul, and the body is given to us. It is just like a car, like on the atma. Basically, it is just like a covering for the body. So just like the car needs the petrol, our body needs the food. The food that we take, that will satisfy the body, right? But the soul, the real identity of all of us is the soul that needs something different food. That is the connection with the God. The soul, the food of the soul is the connection with the Lord. And connection with the Lord happens in this Kali Yuga by chanting the holy names. Like, all of you have already started chanting Hare Krishna. Like, when we chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. When you chanting the names of Krishna, actually Krishna is present in the name, and we are connecting with Krishna. So basically, that is the food the soul is hankering, life after life after life. But on the opposite side, we are giving the food, and we are thinking that we'll be eternally happy. No, we just cannot be happy. Why? Because we have a material outlook. In the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna tells very wonderful sloka in the second chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Vasamsi jirnani yadha vihaya navani grihnati naroparani tadha sharirani vihayamane anyani samyati navani deha. Means just like the shirt is there, if it becomes old and then torn out, I will remove the shirt and then take a new one. Vasam says jirnani means when it becomes old, yada vihaya navani grihna, I'll take a navani grihna, means the new shirt I'll take. Tadha, in a similar way, sharirani vihayaman, when the body becomes old, the soul gives up the old body and takes a new body. So basically, our original identity is the soul, and the body is like a cover. So at the end of the life, we have to give up the body and take a new body. So this kind of education is nowhere given in the college. That is why Prabhupada was so much condemning about the material education. So this is the real essence of the education. So the godless education is the root cause of the corruption. Why? Because people are having a material outlook. The more I get the thing, see, things will never make people happy. Things can at most give the happiness to the body and the mind. But we are not the body and the mind. We are the spirit soul. The soul needs something else. That is a spiritual outlook. So, uh, so, so it has to come from the education only, basically. Godless education. So now coming back, I'll just run through it because we are running short of time. So what is the root cause? Material things can give me happiness, which is wrong. Basically, material things can give us happiness till one point of time for the body and the mind, but the real heart, which is the common English saying, smiling faces, crying hearts. People will have a big smiles on their face, but if you just sit with them and then very if they just pour out their heart, they are crying in the heart. Basically, smiling faces, crying hearts. Why? Because there is no food for the soul. The soul needs altogether a different food. That is, the material things can never give us happiness. They can at best give us to make the body and soul together. So what is the spiritual solution? Spiritual solution is real happiness comes by enriching my spirit. Like just like one of the nice example Prabhupada tells is parrot and the cage. There is a cage, inside that there is a parrot. Yeah. So there is a parrot. So there is a lady who comes every day to that cage and nicely polishes the cage every day with very beautiful paints, very beautiful, fragrant things and all. But she is not at all feeding the parrot inside. So after a few days, what happens? The parrot just dies because there is no food. Similarly, our body is like the cage, and the soul, the Atma, is the real parrot, the real self. So if we keep on taking care of the body and not giving the food for the soul, then eventually we will just die. What is the meaning of dying? We'll feel like the life is just boredom. It is just nothing. Basically, the life is useless. Basically, why? Because we have not given the food to the soul. That is where the real happiness comes, by enriching the spiritual credits. So now the question is, yes, we have a local, we have the law, constitution is there where it punishes the people who have done the corruption. Why? Because when you punish the people who have done the corruption, there is a fear among other people that if we also do the corruption, we will get punishment. But is it really sufficient to have the fear? No, it is not sufficient. Why? Because just fear cannot be the ultimate motivation factor at any time. Why? Because as long as the surveillance is there, people will be fearful. As the moment you take out the surveillance, there will be no fear at all. They will just continue this. Some people, they are so big, faces on the society. They can just do tweaks here and there, the constitution, and then they can go away anywhere. So the fear is not at all a factor at all. Then what solution we have? We have a higher test, means Gopal. See, the change has to come from the within. We just cannot impose the changes on the people. The change has to come from the within. Within, somebody has to genuinely feel that if I do the corruption, it is going to harm me and the people around me. That genuine feeling has to come from and that feeling comes only when somebody is deeply satisfied in his spiritual values. If somebody is not satisfied deeply spiritually, he will not be having that higher taste. Because of that, they will keep continuing that. So yes, we have to have lokpal, but that is just not sufficient. So that is why yajyada charati shrestha tatateve tarojana sayat pramanam kurute lokastada. Krishna tells that the leader should be so sorry. Yeah. So the leader should be so exemplary that all the people down, they will naturally want to follow him. Basically, just like we have the Chanakya Pandit. He is the mentor for the Chandragupta, the king Chandragupta. At that time there was prosperity everywhere in the kingdom. So one time one Chinese person came and then he was astonished to see that the prosperity everywhere. So he came to the king and, really amazing kingdom that you are managing. What is the secret? How you are managing this? At that time he showed his finger to his mentor. My mentor is the one who is guiding me to lead rule a kingdom like that. So where can I meet your mentor, Chanakya Pandit? So he told that, you go to the forest and there will be one hut and then you can find him there. So the Chinese person went there and then, so that time Chanakya Pandit was writing something. There is a lantern is there. In that light, he was writing something in the paper. So this person came and then, he completed that writing activity and switched off the lantern and switched on the candle in his room. And then he asked, so please tell me, sir, why have you come here? The Chinese, he asked Chinese. So the Chinese person told, let me just, before I ask you any question, please explain why you have switched off the lantern and switched on the candle. Both are giving light only. That time Chanakya Pandit told that, the lantern is the property of the government. For my services, to do the service to government, they have given me lantern. So as long as I am using lantern, I will make sure that I am doing the government duty. But now I am speaking personally to you. That is why I have used my personal things, that is a candle. So by hearing that, he was amazed that, the Chinese, see, such a kind of integrity. Nobody is watching him, Chanakya, in the forest. But still you can see the integrity of that person. And that time he understood. If the leader is like that, naturally the people who are down below, they will obviously follow the same kind of integrity. So basically, we should be able to choose our leaders in such a way who is firmly rooted in the spiritual values and culture. And now the question is, punishment necessary? Yes, punishment is definitely necessary. Who has done the corruption? To invoke the fear, but that is not the all and all. Punishment can be there, but the change has to come from within. That will come by giving the spiritual education among the people. So this is the spiritual solution to the greed. One particular thing. So 522. So how long can I go, Prabhu? Do anybody has any questions or something as of now, till now? Gautam,
I would
how long
suggest
can
to reflect and have a review. So I would suggest we have covered a lot of things. So we can do a quick recap because somebody is on and off to let them catch. But you can have second session tomorrow if you want. The next week we can continue with the rest of things if there are more to cover. If it is one or two slides, you can cover now. Otherwise, I would suggest to hold on because there's really a lot of material. Probably I would suggest to review twice, run through that again so that people can catch up and ask question answers. And we can do it next week. That's okay. If you want to, because you just started with political and social, right? There are still 7 more left.
There are other 6 problems.
5 more left.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do that next week to the time constraint. And probably people would like to hear Kirtan. So what you do is summarize. Then we can have a short Kirtan. People can stay or leave, whatever they want. Then we can continue next week.
Okay, sure, Prabhu, no problem. Yeah. So basically, what I was telling is, definitely, when you talk about Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, they are not just some religious text which only for few set of people. No, they have the knowledge of everything. Basically, you name any problem, like the Mahatma Gandhi. He was telling one statement that whenever I feel very morose and then I don't see any hope in any of the direction, that time I simply open Bhagavad Gita and read one paragraph, and my face will be beaming with a big smile like that. Why? Because the Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam, they are filled with the solutions. It is not that they do they don't offer. But only thing is we need to turn towards that spiritual text, and then we can get all the solutions. Just like the one problem I told, corruption. What is the root cause and what is the root solution? And you can just imagine. I can just take you to the last slide where I have just given one. You see here. There are different various material problems. We have just listed out 18 problems are there. We have got famine, divorce, rat race civilization, pollution, food shortage, loneliness, boredom, wars. So all the material problems, they have a causes, right? Shooting by children in school. In America, this is a common problem. People take the gun. The children take the gun and shoot the people. Why that is happening? Because the TV murders. They see the violence in the TVs and the gadgets so often. Just at the tip of a just the very small provocation, they will just shoot the other person. Now there is a solution to that. What is the solution? There should be a value education for the child, right from the group. So like that, we have got so many spiritual solutions are there. For each of the problems, you name a problem, there will be a spiritual solution for that, and that is beneficial for all of us. So let me just conclude. Conclude here by just telling one story, Prabhu. It will just take I think 2-3 minutes more, and then we can just end it up. Is that okay, Prabhu? Gaushan Gupta, Prabhu? Just 2-3 minutes maximum. Yeah, Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Gaushan Gupta, Prabhu.
I think we can Prabhu. Maybe you can try to tell the story and recap, and can open for questions and project. Yeah. Can quickly do it. Yeah.
Yeah. So coming to the conclusion, actually, we wanted to cover many things, but only one problem we could cover. Other problems we could cover in the future sessions if time permits. So there is a nice story, rags to riches story. There is a town. In that town, there is one big millionaire was there. Yeah, there is one big millionaire was there who has got lot of money. But only thing is he cannot, due to some family issues, he don't want to show that wealth to the family members. So basically, he put that wealth, his entire wealth, in one outskirts someplace. He just dig that place and then he put it there. So suddenly one day, what happened? There was a sudden heart stroke, and the millionaire died on the spot, and nobody knows. His family members doesn't know that he has so much wealth and all this. So everybody left that wealth that time. So after a few hundred years back, after a few hundred years later, what happened was there was one person in that town who was like very poor person. He don't have much money. He don't have good house. Nothing basically. Very poor person. Now you can see here. So this person, he has, you name any problem, he has all the problems. He has physical problems, he has mental problems, financial problems. Every day he goes to one person and please give me 1,000 rupees, please give me 2,000, please give me 5,000, all this. Like that he keeps asking. So all the problems he has got in his life. So one day there was one sadhu came to that village, that town, and then while passing through that area, this sadhu was a very selfless, genuine sadhu. So while passing through that area, he has seen this person, poor man, and then just by looking at him, he told that you are going to be a billionaire soon. Like that he told. Oh, is it? Like that he is very shocked. I am going to become a billionaire. How I am going to become a billionaire? So he was telling that it is there in your house only, just search. Like that he told. So the poor man went to his house, and then he searched everywhere in his house. Nothing is there, no diamond, nothing is there. So he was just thinking, and then after some time he got an idea. What is that idea? Let me just dig this hut. He has a very small hut. Let me just dig the hut and see how is there something. So as soon as he started digging, there is some sound is coming up, and that sound is a big box is there, and the box belongs to the billionaire, the millionaire who had few hundred years back kept that. So so he has got the full wealth in his house only, just underneath his own hut. So after that, he was all of his problems, physical, mental, emotional, everything, all problems got solved. So why I was telling this story, because like we are, like all of us are similar to this person, the poor person. Why? Because we have got so many problems in our life. So many problems basically. We have a physical, mental, emotional, egoistic, so many. Basically, lack of fulfillment. The real, reason is lack of fulfillment. Now the solution to all of this is very simple. Just like this person, how he digged his own house, similarly we have to dig our own heart. What is there in our heart? Krishna is telling in Bhagavad Gita, Sarvasya Chaham Hridi Sannivishta Matta Smritir Jnanam Apohanam Cha Vedasya Sarvair Ahameva Vedya Vedanta Kridve Videha means telling that I am seated in everybody's heart. Sarvasya Jam, Kriti Sannivishta. I am there in everybody's heart. Now, who is Krishna? Krishna is Satchit Ananda Vigraha. Ishvara Parama Krishna Satchit Ananda. He is full of, joyful, full of happy person, full of, everything basically. So if we can turn our consciousness towards him, he is there ready to give all that is required. Yoga Kshemam Vahamyam. He tells that, I will take care of the devotees. Whatever they lack, I will provide. Whatever they have, I will sustain it. So if you can just turn towards, the God, he is going to take care of everything. So now in this Kali Yuga, what is the best process to turn towards Krishna and then get connected to God? That is a simple process. Harer Nama, Harer Nama, Harer Nama, Eva Kevalam. Kalau nastyeva 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 gatiranyatha. In the Kali Yuga, there is no other way, no other way, no other way. Nastyeva nastyeva nastyeva, no other way. 3 times. What is the only way? That only way, Harer Nama, Harer Nama, Harer Nama, Eva Kevalam. There is only one way, that is Harinam, Harinam, Harinam. Means the chanting of the holy names of Krishna. So I would sincerely request all of you to kindly, make a regular habit to chant this Maha Mantra every day, and then get connected to the God. So when you get connected to Krishna, all the troublesome to the heart, that will be removed, and then we'll become so joyful and happy. And all of these lower tendencies like greed, lust, anger, pride, all these things will go away. Okay. So with this, I'll try to end here. So do you have any questions or any comments or something? You can post it in the chat, or you can ask also. You can unmute and then ask the question. It's already late, right? Yeah. So 5:30. Actually, yeah, because of the technical glitch, a lot of the time is wasted in the initial times. Yeah. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much, Sankarshan Prabhu, for the wonderful session. So a lot of people are asking because there's little technical glitches. People want to hear again. So what we'll do is I'll check the recording. If it's available, we'll post it. If not, tomorrow or next week, we can give an overview. Then we can start with the rest of the thing, or we can plan it. So thank you so much. So we officially end, but people want. Prabhu, you want to do some kirtan? Somebody wants to do kirtan. So we are officially ending, but in case people are pursuing work, they can carry on. Otherwise, we will do a 5 minutes kirtan. Then we will end the session. So feel free to stay or leave based on your priority. So we can do a 5 minutes kirtan, then we can stop.
Yeah. Yes, sure, Prabhu. Yeah.
Prabhu, wonderful class, Prabhu. So much realization on this. Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you so much. Very nice class, Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you.